guys, happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a really great week so far and had an awesome weekend. This week is going to be a drugstore week, so everything that I do is going to be based around what you can get either on the non-prestige side of Ulta, at Target, if you live in the UK, on the high street. And so I've got a bunch of stuff in front of me, and I'm so excited to tell you guys. This is going to be a recommend 10. So it's 10 things that I think are really good, and I always tell my friends and my family about, like, this is what you got to get, this is what you got to get if you're looking for a concealer. I got a lipstick, I got a really good foundation. So I'm just going to jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So the first thing is from my text message from my dad. Well, that's exciting. My dad and I are going to Disney on Saturday. Thanks, Dad. That's a good way to interrupt a video. Anyways, okay, the first thing that I have is from Fudge Urban, and it is the Iced Raspberry and Vanilla Hairspray. Fudge Urban products are awesome. They do such a really good job of, the packaging is really fun, and their products are just really good, and this smells amazing. So, it just smells like yum. I don't really even know how to describe it. It just smells so good. And so I use this after I curl my hair with a curling wand, and I use this on my friends after I do their hair, and it just keeps everything in place. And then, like, I have like some honorable mentions too. The Fudge Urban Dry Shampoo is awesome. I put this in my hair after kind of like day 2 or day 3 here, just to keep everything in place. And then the Fudge Urban Sea Salt Spray is awesome. My hair is really thick and really straight all the time. Like, this is how it is naturally. I wake up like this, flawless. And I use this when I'm doing any sort of braid. So it just keeps a little bit of texture, and it holds a lot better. So the next thing I have is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation. I use the color in 3. If you watched any of my Taylor Swift Bad Blood music video remakes from last summer, you would have seen me use this actually quite a bit. I used probably almost the whole bottle of this. It's almost gone. There's a little bit left, but it's a little bit too dark for me right now because my summer tan is gone, sadly. But I love this. I recommend this to friends all the time, and I've actually got a few of my friends to commit to buying it and love it as well. So definitely a good one to pick up if you are looking for a new foundation and don't have the money to splurge on something like NARS or Giorgio Armani or something like that. And then a really good setting powder is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. It looks like this. I use the color Nude Beige. They also have like a translucent powder as well, but I just like this one because Nude Beige basically is translucent for me, and I just think that they do such a great job with this. It's so finely milled that it doesn't go on and it doesn't look cakey, and I use it just to set my concealer under my eyes, and especially during summer because I have like that weird like oily combination skin where it's more oily but like there's still like those dry patches. So I use this under my eyes and then on my T-zone, especially in the summer, and I love it a lot. So my fourth thing really isn't like something that you put on your face. It's more of a tool, and it's these E.L.F brushes. I have a whole collection of these. I think they're awesome, and I think that if they're good enough for Lou Teasdale to use, they are good enough for me, and they're so cheap. You can get E.L.F products at Target. These brushes are anywhere from $1 to $2, and they last forever. This one I've had for like a year and a half, and it's starting to molt a little bit, but if you're paying $1 for something, you would expect it to molt after like a year or so, or even just a couple of weeks. So they last a really long time, and they're really good. They clean really well, and they're actually really soft, and the quality of them are phenomenal for what you pay. So I definitely love these. The only thing I don't love about them is the way they look. Because they have a white handle, they seem to get dirty really quickly, and they're just kind of hard to clean just because they're just wooden and they're just made like a paintbrush. So I don't really like that. But they do have like a range of prestige brushes that are made with like a matte black handle. But I don't really want to spend $5 on a makeup brush when I can spend a little bit more and get a Real Techniques one when these are just good enough. So I also really love the Rimmel London Kate collection with Kate Moss. This is the color 107. It's a dark berry color. It's so beautiful. And I love these because they're matte, but they're not like drying on my lips. And you just get so many compliments on this when you use it. And I just think Rimmel has done such a good job at making quality products that aren't like so expensive and they're so out of budget, but they still look like you could have bought them at somewhere more expensive like Sephora or MAC or anywhere like that. So love this. And then also from Rimmel, there's a lot of Rimmel stuff in this, is the Rimmel Match Perfection 2-in-1 highlighter and concealer. I use this as my under eye concealer just to brighten things up a little bit. If you've watched any of my past videos, you would have seen me use this. I like it because it is like a squeezy tube type concealer instead of one of those click pens, so you know when it's going to be out. And I also like that it's like one of those brush types, so you're not going to have any sort of problems with too much coming out or not enough. You can really be really precise with it, and it spreads really evenly. It's got a really good range of colors in the product range, and I just think that it's a good product. It does what it says it's going to do, and I love it. I actually got my best friend to buy this, and she's now obsessed with it too. So love this one. The last Rimmel thing that I have, you can get really good eyeliners at the drugstore, and this is the Rimmel Scandaleyes Waterproof Kajal, and this is the nude one, but I've also used the black one, and these are awesome. I love using the nude one just on my bottom waterline, and they're so good, and I just think that why would I pay like $20 for an eyeliner when I can get these Rimmel ones for like $4 or $5, and especially like when you have Ulta, and I'm one of their prestige members, so I get more points for what I buy, and a lot of the time Ulta has buy one get one 50% off, and they just have a really good rewards program. So I love being able to shop there, especially for more drugstore type brands and saving money. So I love these Rimmel stuff. Great products. So I'm going to move on to a couple of different mascaras. All of these are the same, they're just in different colors. It is the NYX Color Mascara. I love using these in the summer and in the spring, and I use them on my bottom lashes because I don't want anything that's like too dramatic. And I find that these are a little bit difficult to take off, so if you use these and can get them off with something, let me know what you're getting them off with, because I think it's kind of used the L'Oreal Clean Artiste eye makeup remover. I've used different balms, and I've used a bunch of different stuff, and I just find that these are kind of difficult to get off, and they make my eyelashes feel like they're really thin and brittle, but I love the color payout of them, so that's why I only put them on my bottom lashes. And I just think that the colors are awesome. This is the color Mint Julep, and it literally looks just like the bottle is. And so I have that color, and I used that a lot last spring. And then I have one that's literally like a bright blue. And then I have one that is in Forget Me Not, which is like a lilac purple. But like if I'm going for a black mascara, there's a couple of different ones that I like, but the one that I have here that I've recommended to a bunch of different people are the L'Oreal Voluminous False Fiber Lash. Number one, this packaging is awesome. It's really rigid, and so it's not going to like roll off your table. It's just going to sit there, and it has this really great brush. So it's kind of like has like this weird wand where it kind of just like juts out a little bit that way, but not a lot. And all of the spikes on the wand are different sizes, so it will grab at the lashes that are smaller and bigger and all different sizes. So I love this. It makes my eyelashes really big and voluminous and just really like bam, here I am. I love this. I take this everywhere. And then my last thing I actually got as a gift from my friend Meg, who lives in the UK, and it is the Revolution Makeup Revolution Salvation Palette, and it is called What Are You Waiting For? I've used this a lot over the holidays just because of the color set that's in it. So it looks like this, and it's got a lot of like darker colors. It reminds me a lot of the Naked 3 palette with like the pinks and the blush tones in it. So it's got 6 mattes and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shimmers in it. And the color payout in these is awesome, especially if you use a really good primer like this Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Primer and then pop this over it. You definitely get a really long wear out of them. They don't fade or crease or smudge or have any fallout. So I definitely love this, and I think that just definitely for like a drugstore palette, you can't really beat this at all. So I hope you guys liked this video. Those are my recommend 10 for the drugstore. If you guys want to see any of these in use, probably most of them in use, that video is going up on Friday. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss it, make sure you hit the follow button and subscribe and do all that good social media stuff. I'm going to list all of my social media links down in the description box. And then I have a really big announcement coming on my blog tomorrow, so you definitely don't want to miss that. And so I will talk to you guys soon, and I hope you guys have a really great week, and I will see you on Friday with a brand new video. Bye.